Hey guys, welcome to Nerd Locker Podcast, your entertainment podcast for everything movies, television, video games, and more. Today, my name's Adam.
Today?
Yeah.
And I'm Oliver today, I guess.
yeah.
They
don't know. They don't know.
Oh, all right. What
No,
are
I'm
we
just
talking
kidding.
about?
Anyways, all right. So what we are talking about today is a couple random topics. The first thing I want to bring up, because for me, I'm a huge fan of it. You guys know I'm a huge fan of it. I'm gonna assume you're also a fan of this franchise. Like, we've seen them all. We know what they are. Scream.
Right.
Yeah. So, I mean, before we get into what's happening with Scream 7, 1 through 6, like, I know we've ranked them before, but now that they've all settled in and everything, like, have you liked where the franchise is going? Is there, like, something that you wish they would do again but, like, is there, what are your thoughts as a whole on the franchise?
I mean, I don't really have, the whole franchise is pretty good. Like,
Do you think, like, what do you think was the weakest point for them? Like, where in the franchise do you think that they started losing? Because I do think that they lost track at some point, but I don't know if you feel the same that I do.
Probably after 4, I would say, because 4 was like a huge comeback type film, wasn't it?
See, 4 was a huge comeback film, but that, I think, like, was the weakest for me because the way it was shot. First off, it just recently came to Paramount, so now it's on Paramount.
Wow.
Right. So I mean, Scream 4, I think, really lost its footing because it tried to do a lot more, and 5 and 6 kind of like completely ignore it. It kind of seems like 4 was just an epilogue to 1 through 3, and didn't really give us what we really needed. And 5 had Sidney Prescott. 6, she was absent, and now we get into 7, and we have Melissa Barrera was fired off of the show. Or a movie, due to some things that she had said on social media. I won't talk much about what she talked about, but I will say that I personally don't feel like she should have been fired. I don't think that that was necessarily fair. And with her being fired now, apparently, even though it's claimed that Jenna Ortega had scheduling conflicts with Wednesday season 2, that she couldn't do Scream 7, but now she's also off the project. So we lost 2 of our stars off of this thing. And that's where that was really wrapped around, were those 2 sisters. And there was a lot of rumors going around where they thought that Jenna Ortega's character was going to end up being Stu Macher's daughter.
Yeah.
And they were just going to be the daughters of Billy and Stu kind of thing, and like really throw that through and then maybe bring in Stu. So like they could still bring Stu back if they want to have it where he's alive. They've talked about bringing in Neve Campbell back. They've also about bringing back Patrick Dempsey as his character.
Jesus.
From Scream 3, the officer.
Yeah,
bringing him back in. So, like, if they want to bring in all these legacy characters to probably kill them off, more than likely, maybe not Sidney, but definitely Patrick Dempsey dead. If he comes back, he's done. If they could kill Dewey, they could kill Dempsey.
Poor Dewey.
Like, so, anyways, with that in mind, I really hope that they still go with what was rumored with like a Christmas theming and keeping it in New York. Like, if you're going to get away from these characters, at least keep the setting right, because if you're going to bring these legacy characters back but push it right back into Woodsboro, you're kind of doing what Scream 4 did.
I know, it's going to be kind of annoying. I
like
the new...
Because Scream 1 and 2 were Woodsboro. Not even. Scream 1 was Woodsboro. Scream 2 was at her college. And Scream 3 was in Hollywood. So they kept moving. And then we went back to Woodsboro for Scream 4, which I think is where we lost it. Because then Scream 5 and Scream 6, we kind of move out of that again. So we need to continue to keep moving out.
Where were we in 6?
New York.
Oh, okay.
So we can continue New York in the winter. And that's fine. Like, you can continue New York because there's so much to... Instead of Woodsboro, that's one city. Like, you can go from New York to Queens to Brooklyn. Like, you can go further, you know, and take the trains anywhere. So I think, like, quit that shit. I know it's late.
Yep.
So I don't like it.
Do we even need a 7?
Yeah. We
do. We need
to finish off this trilogy that started with those characters.
4.
Like, even if those characters aren't going to get continued into 7, we need to. There's still some extras that still need closure. We still have Courtney Cox's character. We still have the twins. Like, we still have people that need closure. So whatever they're going to do to get to that, they need to, and they need to give the fans like their Stu Macher closure, like even more confirmation he's dead or blah blah blah, whatever it is.
Right.
They need to do this, and I think if they do, or they can take this and reboot it all over again.
Oh, geez, another 3?
They could.
I don't know if I want that. I think I don't want that. Actually, yeah, I don't want that.
Yeah. No, neither do I. So like either continue it, but don't reboot.
Mm-hmm.
Continue is fine. Reboot is what just kills it. You
Mm-hmm.
know, like
Right.
you can't start it over again.
Again. Yeah.
Um,
It's silly.
yeah, and at all. And so, I mean, there's that. Now we move on from that movie. Let's move on to another movie. So in this one, we're going to talk about the Thunderbolts movie that's supposed to be coming out.
Right.
So this Thunderbolts movie is supposed to have Sebastian Stan as, actually, let me pull up the cast list. But talk about what was announced with Century.
Jesus, really? Okay. Steven Yen has been confirmed to play Sanctuary in this upcoming movie. Does that mean he's gonna be blonde?
Possibly.
I don't know if I could see him blonde.
Okay, so in this movie, this is the confirmed cast list.
Okay.
We have Harrison Ford as Thaddeus Thunderbolt Ross.
Weird, but okay.
Well, William Hurt died, so.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Which means he'll be Red Hulk.
I see. Weird. Okay, go on.
Harrison Ford.
Yeah, that's
Hulk.
that. Would not expect him
Hulk.
to play.
Mark Ruffalo face. Hulk.
Yeah, that's so.
But
weird.
Harrison Ford.
I don't understand.
Hulk.
Honestly, I'm surprised he's even doing a superhero movie. He's
Yeah.
like a million.
David Harbour's coming back as Red Guardian.
Cool.
Florence Pugh as Yelena Belova.
Mm-hmm.
We have Steven Yeun as Sentry. We have Sebastian Stan as Bucky Barnes.
Mm-hmm.
We will have Ghost in here.
From the Ant-Man movie?
Yep. We will also have Louis Dreyfus as Val.
Okay.
Will be coming back. And the U.S. Agent, as well as Taskmaster from Black Widow.
Oh.
So all these characters are going to be fighting, apparently they're supposed to be fighting a Sentry.
Okay. Who's that?
Steven Yeun.
Oh, okay, I see.
Steven Yeun versus
Right, okay.
Winter Soldier,
Yeah.
Red Guardian, Taskmaster, Ghost, Val, Yelena Belova, and U.S. Agent. Like all the Winter Soldiers against the Winter Soldier. Like it's literally a Winter Soldier movie. That's the thing. Like guys, Super Soldier. That's what I meant. Sorry. So like you have Captain America's Super Soldier Serum. We know that the Hulk came from the Super Soldier Serum. Right? So now you have Thaddeus Ross as Red Hulk. So that's one. Winter Soldier is another Super Soldier. Yelena Belova is another one. Taskmaster. We'll probably get shown that Ghost was a part of it because I think they already established that she was part of it because so. Ant-Man is technically a part of it. Mm-hmm. And you also have U.S. Agent and you have Red Guardian. So it's all of these super soldiers plus Sentry being a super soldier. Dude, this is just going to be about how, like, okay, this is where I'm going to get into some theories. Guys, okay. I'm going to say it now, today, and we can come back to this. I will clip it. We'll come back to it. Monday, November 27th at 12:56 a.m. I am saying that this movie is going to either have a cameo, depending on the timing, of Hugh Jackman's Wolverine or our reveal of our new Wolverine.
When is this supposed to
come or Deadpool. I'm going to throw Deadpool in that because he comes in no matter what. So, like, if Wolverine's seen, Deadpool's probably seen. So, like, they are going to be in the post-credit scene for Thunderbolts because there's so much Weapon X going on. Uh-huh. And I've already had this theory of how many of them there are. So, if you look at the amount plus the extra Sentry and you have 9, mm-hmm. you just need Weapon X 10.
Huh.
Wolverine.
Right.
Boom. So we're either going to see our new casted Wolverine or we're going to have a Hugh Jackman cameo before the Secret Wars thing.
And when is this supposed to come out?
End of 2020 or May 2025, something like that? Like mid 2025.
Oh, okay. This is way after Deadpool 3.
Yeah, well, Deadpool 3 is the only one coming out next year.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So this might like be close enough to it that'll make sense if that happens. You know what I mean? Like this will be the next X-Men thing. Like no matter what, we're getting X-Men in that movie.
Okay. Cool.
Just like Marvel's had X-Men at the end. We're going to get more of that universe shown in there, let alone what we're going to see in X-Men. I mean, in Deadpool 3. Like, we're just going to continue this X-Men shit going and going and going and going and going into Secret Wars. I think that that's why they keep saying that Hugh Jackman is going to lead with Tobey Maguire and Secret Wars.
Yeah.
Like, this is going to be very mutant heavy with Miss Marvel and everything else. Like, this, guys, they are fucking pedal to the metal on mutants, and we haven't even been realizing it.
I know. That's kind of crazy.
Like, they were like, yeah, you're going to see the X-Men. It's not going to be an X-Men movie. Like, you're going to see them in all of the Marvel shit until we get to an X-Men movie.
Huh.
Like, this is how you set your seeds. Like, they're doing Young Avengers and gathering their X-Men at the same fucking time.
Right. That's cool.
Yeah, that's fucking awesome. So, coming off of that, let's see. What else do we have in the news today? Random news. Let's jump into some gaming stuff. Eminem's going to be in Fortnite.
Yeah, I don't know. They've done concerts before. I think Travis Scott has been in it before. And he's supposed to have...
as Eminem?
Huh?
Can you play as Eminem?
Yeah, he's a skin.
Is one of his attacks mom's spaghetti?
Dude, did you know he made like a pasta spaghetti sauce? It's literally called Mom's Spaghetti.
That's great.
Yeah, it's good marketing. But no, yeah, he's gonna be in Fortnite. I'm not really surprised because Fortnite's in bed with everybody, so
yeah,
it's just kind of meh, whatever.
Another thing that came out, which we now know, we have our Lex Luthor cast in Superman Legacy, guys.
That guy,
Nicholas Hoult.
Yes, that guy.
The other Beast.
Yeah, Beast.
That's why he wasn't in Marvels, because he was too busy shaving his head.
Beasting it up.
Dude, yeah, he's going to play Lex Luthor.
That sounds kind of dope, actually.
This is going to be a cool DC thing.
I think he's going to be better than the Jesse Eisenberg.
Yeah, so speaking of DC stuff, and I'll show you the trailer after this, but so there's been the Tomorrowverse going on, right?
Mm-hmm.
In the animated stuff. Started with Superman, Man of Tomorrow, then it went on to Justice League, New Frontier, I think, or something like that, and there was a Supergirl movie, and there was the Batman Long Halloween, and there was just recently Justice League War World. So like there's a couple of movies in this Tomorrowverse because of the same animation style, which stemmed off of Justice League Apocalypse War, which had the previous version of the characters, which that itself spawned off of the Flashpoint paradox. Like the animated universe has gone through reboot multiple times. So we had that one back in 2009. Then we had the Justice League Apocalypse War back in 2018. And then now we've had the Man of Tomorrow, or the Tomorrowverse, since 2018. So now we're getting to Justice League War World just happened, and mild spoilers, but it's a 3-part series, or not series, but like 3 parts within the story, where you have Wonder Woman in the Wild West, Superman in like the black and white era, and then you also have Batman in the caveman era. And they're all like stranded, and you have other versions of them in each of their stories. Like you see another version of Bruce Wayne in the Wild West and stuff, but like it's not centered on that one. It's centered on Wonder Woman. Right. Second one centered on Batman. The third one centered on Superman. Then they all combine at the end to get to where they're on this battle world kind of thing. And they're actually from the ones that we've been watching, the Jensen Ackles, like Long Halloween. Like they're all from the same universe, pulled into this one. Into like this war world, saying like, guys, the crisis is coming, and it's coming now. So now we just got announced, and we got a trailer for Crisis on Infinite Earths, guys. So this is the big event that happened in the comics. This happened in the DC Arrowverse, but this is like the Secret Wars of it all. This is where all animated universes are now about to collide into one and fucking fight it out. And at the end of this, only one fucking thing wins. That's it. There's one continuity after this. So they're doing another reboot, and it's kind of funny that this is happening right at the same time that James Gunn is introducing his new DCU that has animated movies and television series in the continuity, canon to everything else. So this is a 3-movie event. There's going to be 3 movies of this.
Jesus.
Of Crisis on Infinite Earths. They're really going in deep on this shit, dude. So like they're gonna pull some crazy shit, and I have a funny feeling that this is what's gonna reboot into our DCU, guys. And the thing is, there's been a lot of, and I just like with the Mephisto train, I'm gonna go down this road as well. Like I still support Jensen Ackles as Batman, and I know that lately James Gunn has been asked on that specific stuff of online casting. He said, I've listened to a lot of online castings. He's like, and I won't say if they've been good or not. He's like, I've seen some that are great castings, some not so great. He's like, but I'm listening to them. Mm-hmm. So you never know what he might or might not do.
Right.
So the thing is in this Crisis on Infinite Earths, he could pick and choose who he wants. So if he wants a specific character, he doesn't have to bring in Darren Criss as Superman, obviously, because he already cast someone else. But if he wants to bring in Jensen Ackles Batman, he easily could, as long as we see at the end of this crisis, if Jensen Ackles Batman survives, he is our DC. This is a great way for him to announce it through not announcing it through a movie. So we can get so many things. Or he could bring back other characters. Like, for example, like if he wanted to bring back the Flash from the Justice League Unlimited universe, like the one we watched as kids, that was played by Michael Rosenbaum, who played Lex Luthor. So if we get that Flash in our universe, what if this Flash is Michael Rosenbaum, like an older version of the Flash?
Yeah, that'd be cool too.
You know, like we can pick and choose whoever the fuck we want. So
That's a good idea.
it's kind of crazy what James Gunn has available through animation.
Yeah.
Like it's such a weird way to bring in a universe.
That is great. So like, okay, so what? Because I think the last one I saw was Long Halloween Part 1 and 2. What's after that?
You got to watch it. It starts with Man of Tomorrow. There's a couple of them.
Man
Like
of Tomorrow.
I'll show them to you after
Okay.
this of which ones you need to watch to lead up. But like, dude, they're really, really good.
And they're all on like HBO or something?
Yeah, and this is how they could also do like Lobo, because they have a Lobo in Man of Tomorrow, so they can also like bring in a Lobo from another universe that's Jason Momoa, and that's how because Jason Momoa has come out and talked about Aquaman, saying this is the end of the DCEU and this is the end of his time as Aquaman. Like he's done after this. So, but he said he's doesn't mean you won't see him again.
When's Aquaman?
Which means
December?
he's gonna So we'll unfortunately watch that. Just to shit on it at this point. So then another thing is going to Marvel, or not Marvel, but Disney, Star Wars. Dave Filoni has now been named
head creative
CCO,
director. Yeah,
which means he's like the Kevin Feige of Star Wars.
Yeah,
guys,
it's kind of cool.
Yeah.
What?
This is kind of cool. We're getting a lot, dude. We're gonna get a lot. We're gonna get a lot. And Daisy Ridley has come out and said that she's read the script for the Star Wars movie and it's not like anything that's ever been done, and people need to see it.
Don't believe that until
as well as it's been confirmed that they are still working on an Old Republic thing.
Okay, cool.
Well, and then another rumor that was quickly debunked, but damn, I wish it was true, guys. I wish it was true.
Which one?
Jim Carrey was rumored to come back as the Grinch for a Grinch sequel. It is not happening. His actor rep says he is still retired. And before we get more into what we think about that, here's a quick word from our sponsors. Thank you to BetterHelp for sponsoring this video. BetterHelp is the world's largest therapy service and it's 100% online. With BetterHelp, you can tap into a network of over 30,000 licensed and experienced therapists who can help you with a wide range of issues. To get started, you just answer a few questions about your needs and preferences in therapy. That way, BetterHelp can match you with the right therapist in their network. Then you can talk to your therapist however you feel comfortable, whether it's via text, chat, phone, or video call. You can message your therapist at any time and schedule live sessions when it's convenient for you. If your therapist isn't the right fit for any reason, you can switch to a new therapist at no additional charge. With BetterHelp, you get the same professionalism and quality you expect from in-office therapy, but with a therapist who is custom-picked for you, more scheduling flexibility, and at a more affordable price. Get 10% off at your first month at betterhelp.com/nerdlocker, and that's BetterHelp.com/nerdlocker. And we have also linked them down below in the description. All right, and guys, so like Grinch 2, like a sequel came out this year, written by somebody else. That's called How the Grinch Lost Christmas.
So that's kind of interesting.
Yeah, so there was a lot of rumor that there was gonna be a Grinch 2 movie, and
I heard about that, but like also he almost quit a couple times doing the first Grinch.
Yeah,
I wouldn't imagine him being like, you know what, sure.
I mean, CGI now, 23 years later.
I don't think it'll look as good though. I don't know.
We don't know.
We'll never know, actually.
Yeah, we'll never know. We'll never know.
We'll never know.
We'll get Shrek 5. That's the closest we're getting to Mike Myers coming back. Dude, you know today I found the album, the vinyl of the Austin Powers like soundtrack.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you buy it?
No.
Oh, I should have.
No. If it was a special color vinyl, I would have. I mean, yeah, so I don't know. You know what I watched recently? Again, The Truman Show.
Good movie.
Very good movie, dude.
Yeah.
Like it's
we're living it right now.
On so many levels. Like it hits comedy, it's dark.
It's so cool.
It's like psychological thriller.
Yeah,
like it really fucks with you, dude.
Can you imagine him? Like his entire life.
Dude, yeah.
That's crazy to me.
So apparently there was like talks about when they were gonna do a sequel or like a TV show, and it's gonna be like, oh, we would just found another kid, and like that they would have just went and did it again.
I don't think it would be the same.
No, I don't know.
But yo, that was fucking nuts.
Dude, that was
I watched a movie today actually called The Hunger.
Yeah.
Dude, that ending it's 2.5 hours of intense chef work. It's on Netflix, and it's about like a very exclusive chef that only caters to like really rich assholes. And this like character, this main character, basically just like they just pulled her from like a mom and pop type cooking and throw her in there. but it's like it gets pretty fucking intense. It's really cool.
I've been so funny. It's a weird thing. Since it's the holiday season, guys, I've been watching the Santa Clauses.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
on season 2. Just finished the latest one, and I'm going to say this.
Wait. It's a TV show?
Yeah,
Oh.
I'm gonna say this. It's much better than I ever thought it would be.
The
Like,
Santa
guys, look, let me
Clauses?
explain to you. There was when we were kids, there was something called the Santa Claus. It was amazing. Then the Santa Claus 2 came out, and it was fucking hilarious. Then Santa Claus 3 came out, and
Or Martin Short.
it didn't do so well. Watching it back now, I appreciate it more because Martin Short did a lot more adult jokes
He did.
that
It was really
just
set up
didn't
for.
sit well with kids back then. Like
And then they made
2007.
Cat in the Hat.
I know, but no, that was after Cat in the Hat. But that was 2007. That was right when like things were.
Santa Claus 3 was not
weird.
after Cat in the Hat.
Yes, it was.
I'm pretty sure Cat in the Hat was after Santa Claus
Want
3.
to bet?
What do you? No, I don't want to bet. I'm not doing that. I'm
You
not.
said
doing
you
that.
wanted to bet.
I'm not doing that. I'm just gonna
No,
look it up. I'm
you
not
get it
joking.
right.
I'm
I
actually
would-
not fucking kidding. I'm not doing that. Cat. Go ahead and keep talking.
Anyways, what were we talking about? I got confused. I got excited for the beans.
Santa Claus.
Santa Claus 3, the escape clause. I think that's what it was called, right? The escape clause. Yeah.
Oh, you're right. Damn it.
Ha.
Oh well. No.
Okay. So yeah, it was just So now the Santa Clauses, they're just like
So wait, what is this TV? What is this? What TV show?
yeah, so the first season's around like Scott starting to lose his powers because
So Tim Allen is in it.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
And he has his wife and they had 2 kids.
Is it the
He had
same wife?
Buddy. Yeah.
Oh.
And he had Buddy, who was his first kid that was at the end of Santa Claus 3, all grown up. So
Yeah.
this takes place like 18 years later.
Oh, jeez.
And they had another daughter that was a little younger.
Oh.
And they're living out there. He starts to lose his magic because like people don't really think in Santa Claus anymore because they have things like Amazon and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like it's in this era. So he realizes he has to retire and find someone new that could take on these new responsibilities that knows the world better than he does. So he starts like interviewing people and trying to find a new replacement for Santa, and shit
Okay.
goes weird and stuff like that. And then like, dude, it gets so weird. And I'm not, guys, this is minor spoilers. It doesn't tell you the info of what's going on in it, but you finally get the first look and appearance of the Santa that fell off the roof in the original movie.
Nice.
And the real story behind Santa that they don't tell you, like the reason for the clauses and why they exist, like those like when they do the magnifying glass,
Yeah.
like all those, like why are all those in there? They tell you everything in the first
That's
season. Dude.
great. Wow, I did not know Tim Allen was even in it.
There's so much backstory, and Tim Allen came back and said that he wanted to do it if like they put the Christ back in Christmas, and I thought it was gonna be more religious, but it's not in that way. It's more of just like taking all religions in a way and bringing in everything. Like they use a lot of Yule like lore and folklore and stuff to bring in new characters. Like there's an appearance from Krampus, dude.
Cool.
Like it's so cool. And it's so this is the only thing I'm gonna say because it's the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. As like the elves are like sad that like Santa wants to retire, so they like they throw on this stupid fucking like musical number where it was the song Last Christmas I Gave You My Heart, the very next whatever, and they all start coming out with fucking little like letter signs, and it's supposed to say we love you Santa, but they come out and they apparently misspelled it, so it says we love you Satan.
Oh.
And he was like spelling, and they had to like like, dude,
good.
that shit in a Disney show.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
So funny, dude.
Oh man.
I think I enjoy humor more when it's in a platform where you don't normally
You don't
see
expect
it. You
it,
know
yeah.
what I mean? Yeah. So I 10 out of 10 recommend that show.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Better than the third movie.
I mean, that's not saying a lot.
Yes. And
The
Tracy
movie's
Morgan
not
plays the Easter
great.
Bunny.
That's really random.
I think it's
thought-
because the original actor that played him in the movies, I think passed away. Remember he was like
Huh.
orange and
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I think he passed away.
Tracy
So
Morgan, dude, what a weird guy.
Yep. All right. Anyways, where can they find you, bud?
You can find me at the Sphere 21 on any social media platform except for TikTok. I'm Oliver Kahn VA. No.
And you can find me at AMORI Photography. You can find this studio at Archangel Studios, and you can find this podcast at Nerd Locker Podcast, wherever you get your podcasts. See you guys.
Bye.